welcome back to the channel. Today's video is kind of just more of the same, you know, just messing around. Today I'm not gonna do much. It's super hot out, but wind's blowing a little bit. Got a new emblem that I'm gonna throw on the hood, and then tomorrow we're gonna go, me, JP, and Cade, we're gonna go cruise to graduation party for a friend. So JP will bring the truck, I'll bring the bug, we'll hang out at JP's a little bit, we might film some of that. But we'll get this new emblem on, you know, make this hood look a little bit better, because she's a little rough, but at least make it look a little bit nicer. Alright, so I've had just these pieces of tape on there just to keep water out, because it's not exactly waterproof. Hopefully this is the right one, and it seems like it is, which is good. That'll look kind of nice. Does it have... okay, it's got clips on it, and now it's stuck on there. There we go. You know, sometimes it's just the little things that make the car look a little bit better, right? Putting wheel spacers on the rear made it look way nicer. Putting an emblem on the hood, way nicer. Just gotta be shine. Whoops. That definitely felt very nice. That's... yeah, I might get a rubber mallet or something. Or I'll just leave it like that, because I don't really care. It looks kinda nice. Leave that tape on there. Yeah. Something a little... ow, that's really hot. Something a little extra. Maybe. Okay. Hello. We're going to a graduation party. We'll see if this thing makes it. It's kind of a far drive, but whatever. Alright, on the way home, in the dark. We're doing actually pretty good. This thing loves cruising at about 45, so yeah. Now I desperately need to fix the air leaks, because it's bad, but whatever, we're good. We made it home safely. Barely see me. No problems really, but still kinks to fix on it, but made it home fine. Wires for the headlight switch sometimes pop out, so you gotta do that, and the hood keeps getting stuck with the latch, so I don't know what's wrong with that, but it's good enough. I'm gonna call it a night, and we'll see you tomorrow maybe. Alright, it's my lunch break. I'm going to pull the bug into the garage. And my dad was working on a car in here, so I've got like a week to kind of do all the major stuff that we have to do in here. So that's rust repair, pulling the engine, putting like the seal in and all that stuff, making sure it's still pretty good, and probably all the airlines and stuff I'll do in here, because you know it's nice in here. But we'll see if this thing starts. It should, because it's all reliable. And pull this baby in. Cons of not having the deck lid attached. I'll pull it off every time. That's alright. Alright. Woo! It's a little hot. That should be pretty good right there. Yeah, we can make that work. If I have to, I can just push it forward. Get this baby down too. Perfect. Let's see. Oh yeah. Cool as ever. Alright. I'm gonna go get lunch. Then tonight, get a game plan together. Probably get it up in the air. Then maybe tomorrow, yank that engine out. Alright, we are now up in the air on the big jack stands. It's a little bit of a process, but I've done it so many times. Kind of know how to do it. Alright, today is Saturday. Got some stuff this afternoon, but I think I should be able to pull this engine in under an hour. I'll get a timer set up. Some things to note that may take a while is I have to pull off the dual carbs, and it looks nice, so I can't just gorilla it out. But I think I should be able to do it in an hour. I've already taken it out, put it in once, so I kind of know what I'm doing. But let's get this timer started, and we'll get rolling. Got it out. And let me check again. Oh, did I really just do that? Oh, idiot. And I just deleted the other video too because I messed up. It was like 48 minutes or something like that. Under an hour though. Trust me. Trust me. I'm not lying. But Alright, I've just got this little, like, I think it's brass or something. I don't even know. But it's a little tiny wire wheel thing. Works great on carburetors and stuff, especially getting in, like, the float holes. But it's not, like, scratching up the paint too much, so I just sprayed some Windex in there, kind of all around. Let's use that to clean it up real quick. Possibly get to, like, that area. Gonna do this quick. Got 1% on the GoPro. Got the engine bay seal in. Really sucked, but finally got it in. I'll get that one in eventually, but I got a thing to go to, so that'll be it for today. Alrighty. Today, I'm gonna pull this off, and I'm gonna get a plan for how I'm gonna fix the rest. I might pull the fender off. Get a little bit better, you know what I mean. See what looks like. I might start cutting. So, I'm going to show you why we're doing this. Because that's pretty much all gone. Down there too. Obviously that was a previous repair that I tried to do. I won't talk about it. That's pretty bad. So, what I'm thinking is I'll just lop it off right about here. And then up. And then we'll just go like along the seam here. That's gonna suck to cut, but we'll just pull that, and then I'll just build sort of like an L, and then that kind of goes underneath. There's a seal right there. I'll just go in there and we can like seal it off or something. The point being that we're not gonna do a full section. We're just gonna do that just for now. There we go. All right. Here's the section. You can see all the rust. Yeah, she was crunchy. And there's that. You can still see inside the car, but I'm not gonna do that. I'll do it one day, but that's not today. I'm gonna see how I can get that crap out, and then I'm gonna grind this down so we're smooth, and then I'll go and make a template for that piece. So I pulled some of the body bolts off, and that didn't allow a lot of the stuff to come out, so I just took the air hammer and kind of just ran across, and then I'll slide the piece underneath. So I'm gonna go inside, get something to eat real quick, and then I'm gonna build the template. Basically, I'm just gonna have one piece that's gonna slide in down that way, and then I'm just gonna like silicone it or whatever, and then I'll have one piece that goes up here, and I'll weld that. So we'll get to it. But before that, I'm surprised that all these bolts came out. Like, they look pretty crusty. They all came out pretty easy. I used some, I doubt this crap even did anything because it's not PV Blaster. Yeah, that's all the grinding dust. That's all just the rust from doing the bolts. It's pretty amazing. I have two pieces. I have the line marked out for where I want to bend it, but our bender that we have is not wide enough for it. That's a wide piece that we got to do. Another day. I'm not gonna do any of this stuff today because it is hot out. It is 98 degrees out, which is not very fun, especially when you've been stick welding all day in a shop. So I'm going to continue on with this, probably get that seal in, clean up a lot of it, and then start measuring out a piece for right here. We do have the metal for it, so. Alright, I've got measurements for the piece that'll go in the back of the engine bay. Is that going to work? Probably not. Did I still do it? Yeah. There we go. A piece of professionally cut metal. It's totally straight. So, clean it up a little bit. Make sure the edges aren't crappy. Like that. And we'll test fit it. Alright, so it fits in there. It's not hard to get up in there with one hand, but I promise you it does fit. So I'm going to pull it back out. Before that, I'm going to mark where these ridges are, and then I think we should have a rivet gun somewhere, or like the, I don't even know what you call it. It puts like the thread guys in the metal, you like squeeze it, then you put a screw in. So I can do that. I'll do like 6 of them. Alright, so there it is, all bolted up. Had some issues. That one was a little tough to actually get the rivet thing in, so it's kind of at an angle, but luckily it's up there. That one I accidentally cross-threaded and then it's messed up, so there's a self-tapper. But the rest of it's really nice. So I'll pull it off. I'll put some kill mat back there just so, because it does have a little bit of flex, just so it's not going da 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 da. And then I'll kind of start rounding off some of the edges. So just trying to figure out the plan. I did some engine turning. I think that looks kind of cool. I might try it on a larger scale and see what it looks like. This is the back, so don't worry about that. Can you tell that a Volkswagen engine was sitting over here? So I finished doing the engine turning on the piece. I'm spraying some of that pearl clear coat onto it, and then I'm gonna spray some normal clear coat on the back just so it doesn't rust out. I'll show you that when I get it back installed. Got some kill mat, just some little pieces. Makes it sound a lot better, and I put it on the ridges so that it'll sit on there and it'll tighten onto it. Scrubbed that. That's just rust, so I'm not real concerned about that part, especially because I'll have the two massive carburetors on there. Not like that though. But once that's done, I'll chuck it in here. Wish I could just chuck the engine in, but no. There it is. Looking pretty dang sweet. Let me see if I can just get a flashlight. There we go. There we go. Yeah, that looks pretty dang sick. And just imagine this, right? In all its glory, right? Back in there. With those guys in there. It looks pretty freaking cool. So, something a little different. You know, it's not the dang chrome louvered crap that every old guy puts on. So, I'm gonna call it a night. And I will see you tomorrow. Alrighty, it's another day. I went and kind of just cleaned up that. I was gonna maybe spray some gold paint like I said before, but that didn't happen because I don't really want to do that. So I'm going to, before I put the engine back in, because I don't think I have anything else back there other than like the wire for the license plate light, but that's for a different day. I'm gonna put on these other valve covers. I got these from a buddy, and they should seal better because I can actually like bolt them down instead of these crappy things, which is leak a ton, as you can tell. But I do have to unbolt the rocker arms, so I'm gonna kind of do it like one bolt at a time, see if I mess up the valve clearance at all, which is not a big deal if I have to do that, but it kind of sucked. But we'll see if we can get this done real quick, and then we'll shove this baby back in there. Got the valve covers on. Don't pay attention to that. I can just tighten those a little bit more. I probably need new gaskets anyways. So those are the crappy cork gaskets. So eventually I'll get some rubber ones, but that's for another day. So I got the off-road jack. This thing is great. It has the extension on it too. So jack rear end up, slide this baby underneath, and then we'll see if we can shwink, put it back in and see how it looks. So it is the next day. The GoPro battery died about halfway through trying to put the engine in. Spent about 2 hours trying to get it. And then my dad came and put it in like 5 minutes. Yeah. I realized I had it jacked up too high so it wouldn't slide. So he lowered it and picked it up and slid it in. So next day, I'm still sick. I'm still home. So we're going to do this. I'm going to hook everything up. And it should start up. Because the dual single barrel cadrons, or cadrons or whatever you want to call them, are the best carburetor I've ever worked on. Everything is hooked up. Don't have air cleaners on right now, but that's okay. I need to figure out how I'm going to attach the seal to the actual thing. But that's for a little bit later. I think everything is good. Nothing's on fire. So should be ready to start this baby. Here we go. Thing just needs stuff to get to the fuel pump needs to. Cadrons, the way to go. What'd I tell you? Single barrel, those things never go out of tune. Like, you tune them once and you're good. So that's doing pretty good. So I'm gonna clean up shop, and then I might throw the air cleaners on there too, just to get a look of how everything's gonna pan out and what it looks like in the engine bay. Alright, so I think that's gonna call it for this video. I mean, engine's in, it runs as you saw. Next video we should be, actually that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm starting the next video is doing some rust repair on the piece that you saw that we cut out. I'm working on getting that and possibly starting to run some hard lines. But stay tuned for that. You guys got 2 weeks to wait for that. So thank you for watching. And see you next time.